New cars today are falling apart faster than ever. You know it. Mechanics know it. Even dealerships know it. They just won't say it out loud. Touchscreens freeze. ECUs fail. Turbos cook themselves alive. CVTs slip into an early grave. And meanwhile, automakers have the nerve to charge you $40, $50, even $70,000 for something built cheaper than ever before. But here's the truth. For under $10,000, you can buy a used car that will outlive almost every brand new model sitting in showrooms right now. Cars built before the era of subscription features, before fragile electronics, before manufacturers decided longevity wasn't profitable. Today, I'm showing you 5 used cars under $10,000 that routinely last 200, 300, even 400,000 miles. Cars that mechanics love. Cars with proven track records. Cars built before shortcuts. Let's get into it. We need to start with what's actually happening to modern vehicles, because this is the part car companies pray you don't think about. Modern engines are tiny, highly stressed, turbocharged 4 cylinders trying to replace the big lazy engines of the past. They make decent power, but they're running high boost, high heat, high pressure. The perfect recipe for early failure. Then there's the transmissions. CVTs everywhere. They're smooth, sure, but ask any mechanic what they think of CVT longevity. You'll get a laugh, then a grim good luck. Inside the cabin, everything is electronic. Even basic climate controls are controlled by screens that eventually glitch or die. Turning a 5-minute fix into a $1,000 replacement in software? Every modern car is basically a rolling iPad. When the software breaks, so does the car. Meanwhile, the cars on this list come from an era where engineers overbuilt everything, not for marketing, not for regulations, for durability. That's why these older cars last longer, and why newer cars don't. To be on this list, every car had to pass 5 strict rules. Rule 1, the engine must be known for hitting 250,000 miles with ease, and have documented cases of reaching 350,000, 400,000 or more. Rule 2, the transmission must be proven, durable, and widely regarded as trouble-free. Rule 3, parts must be cheap, common, and easy to find. Rule 4, the car must have a long history of reliability, backed by real owners, not marketing hype. Rule 5, it must be available right now, running, for under $10,000. If a car failed any of these rules, it didn't make the list. Let's start with a machine that embarrassed the entire luxury car industry. The Lexus LS430, the most overbuilt luxury sedan ever made. This thing is legendary. The 4.3-liter V8 is one of the smoothest engines ever created. And one of the longest lasting, it barely breaks a sweat at highway speed. You can drive this thing 500 miles without it even feeling warm. Go search for high-mileage LS430 Hi-S and you'll find them everywhere. 325,000 miles, 380,000 miles, 430,000 miles, all still running, all still shifting smoothly. Speaking of shifting, the transmission in this car is a masterpiece. It's not lightning fast, but it's unbelievably durable. I mean, you could pour sand into some modern transmissions and they'd last longer than the car. With the LS430, it's the opposite. The engine and gearbox will outlive the body. Interior materials? Top tier. Real leather, real wood, no fake chrome peeling off like modern interiors' weaknesses? Sure, the air suspension can go bad, but converting it to coils is cheap. Soft closed doors can fail, but the fix is simple. Find a clean LS430 for $6,000 to $9,000, and you'll own a luxury tank that beats anything new. The Toyota 4Runner isn't just reliable, it's a global durability icon. The 3rd gen has the incredible 3.4-liter V6. The 4th gen has the rock-solid 4.0-liter V6. Both are nearly immortal with basic care. You'll see these trucks in harsh climates, rough terrain, off-road abuse, and they just keep going. They survive heat, cold, salt, towing, trail driving, neglect, mileage? 250,000 is nothing. 300,000 is normal. 400,000 plus happens all the time. The only real killer of these trucks is rust, that's it. Not the engine, not the transmission, not the electronics. So if you want one that lasts forever, find a rust-free frame. You can still find higher mileage 4Runners for $8,000 to $10,000, and they'll last longer than many brand new SUVs costing 5 times the price. Now let's talk about the Honda Accord V6, one of the greatest daily drivers ever built. The J-Series V6 is a masterpiece, smooth, fast, reliable, and incredibly long-lasting. This car gives you real power, real comfort, and real reliability in the same package. Most models in good condition sell between $4,000 and $7,000. And because these are Hondas, every part you'll ever need is cheap. But here's the truth. Early 2000s. Honda automatic transmissions weren't perfect. Some failed early, but the solution is simple. Buy an 05, 06, or 07 model, or get one with a documented rebuilt transmission. Do that, and you eliminate the only major flaw in the car. Nearly everything else is bulletproof. It's the perfect, cheap, long-term daily. This one is a monster, in the best way. The Lexus GX470 is a luxury SUV built on a Land Cruiser platform. That should tell you everything already. The 4.7-liter V8 inside this thing is almost impossible to kill. People have run these engines in extreme heat, freezing cold, insane off-road trails, and heavy towing, and they keep going mileage numbers. 300K is normal. 400K doesn't scare them. 500K has happened multiple times. It's one of the last truly overbuilt SUVs. Weak spot, air suspension, again. But just like the LS430, you can replace it with coils for cheap. And here's the wild part. You can still find high-mile GX470S for under $10,000. And high-mile doesn't bother this vehicle. It was designed for it. The Toyota Corolla is boring, and that's exactly why it's immortal. This car's reliability reputation is legendary for a reason. Nothing breaks, you change the oil, you replace the brakes, you keep driving, forever. It's the perfect commuter, perfect student car, perfect delivery car, perfect cheap daily for anyone trying to avoid expensive repairs. The Corolla engine from this era is so durable that seeing one at 250,000 miles is normal. Seeing one at 300,000 is common. Seeing one at 400,000 is completely believable. And the best part, they're cheap. $5,000 to $9,000 depending on condition. If you want minimal stress and maximum longevity, buy a Corolla. Plain and simple. Now before we wrap up, there's one more car. A bonus pick. A car under $6,000 that mechanics fight over because it's that reliable. If you want the video covering that car, and the full under $5,000 list, hit subscribe right now, you don't want to miss it. Even bulletproof cars have weak points, so here's what to watch for. LS430, air suspension, door motors. Fix these and it becomes unstoppable. 4Runner, rust. That's the only real killer. Accord V6, transmission, get the right years and you're golden. GX470. Suspension system, easy to fix, cheap conversions. Corolla. Basic maintenance. If it's been neglected, expect catch-up service. But even with these issues, every car on this list still outlives most new models today. By a massive margin. That's the difference between old engineering and new shortcuts. If you want part 2, the best cars under $5,000 that still outrun new models, hit subscribe right now. Turn on notifications. That video is already in production. Thanks for watching. And remember, You don't need to spend big money to drive something that lasts forever.